Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel, guys. Thank you for clicking on the video today. It is going to be a very jam-packed with info video because there's so much to talk about. There's so much going on. If you guys enjoy it, drop a thumbs up, right? The support has been crazy on the videos recently, so thank you guys. Trying to keep it real with you guys, trying to give you guys the information you need to know, market, just FIFA info in general. And so I am thankful that you guys watch the videos and you guys enjoy them so much, man. Also, just a little bit of a thing to say. Best of luck to all of you guys in the weekend league this weekend if you guys are playing. Hopefully you guys kill it. You guys finish with insane records and you guys get the best rewards next week. I always hope that for everybody. So FUTMAS is here, boys. As you guys can see, before we talk about FUTMAS for a second, a lot of things going to be talked about in this video. I did want to show you really quickly the FUTMAS loading screen as we load in. So just so you guys can see it, this coming up, EA is going to be the FUTMAS loading screen. We've got 3 insane cards. We'll talk about those in a second. We've got Team of the Year nominees and packs. We will also talk about those in a second. So unwrap new content this FUTMAS and FIFA 20 Ultimate Team. Get into the festive spirit and unwrap new content every day this FUTMAS and FIFA 20 Ultimate Team. Starting December 13th, decorate your team with new talent by completing daily squad building challenges, celebrate the holidays with new objectives, and find FIFA 20 Team of the Year nominees in packs for a limited time. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of the Team of the Year nominees in packs. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Why do you not like it? All right? Just give me the ideas of that, right? So let's talk a little bit more about this week, guys, what you're going to expect, I guess, for the next 2 weeks almost, because this is kind of like a 2-week promo. Team of the Year nominees, right? First thing, this came out today. This is a little bit crazy. We'll talk about these cards in a second. Starting December 13th, all 55 FIFA 20 Team of the Year nominees will be in packs for a limited time with dynamic images and a +1 overall boost over their base item. Add the best players in the world over the past 12 months to your club. Plus, make sure you have some say on your final Team of the Year by voting, which you guys can do. FUTMAS player SBCs and objectives. Presents Santa Claus FUTMAS SBCs. I don't know what that means, but thank you, EA. In one of the festive season's merriest traditions, daily FUTMAS player SBCs are back for you to stock your club with new talent over the holiday period. 2 player SBCs per day for 24 hours only for 11 days. So we're going to have... I believe, if my math is correct, 22 players available via SBCs, and it's 2 a day. Last year it was 3 a day. This year it is 2 a day. Now, a little bit of a prediction that I had made on the channel the other day was that EA was potentially going to end up giving us some objectives that were like live objectives, where you have a day or two to do the objectives. So we've got Nation in the spirit of FUTMAS Past. One of the player daily SBCs will be inspired by the latest FIFA Men's International rankings. So what they're going to do, guys, is I think they're doing number 1. All the way down to 12, right? So Switzerland's 12, Belgium is 1. They chose Witzel today for number 1 for this type of thing. So tomorrow, based off the rankings, I think is going to be... I'm not sure, but I want to say... Let me just pull it up really quickly so you guys can get an idea of who's coming tomorrow. National team football rankings. I think it's France, if I'm not mistaken. Number 2 right now is... I got this for you guys. It's coming up. Hold up. Should have had this very ready ahead of time. I apologize for that. France is 2, Brazil is 3, England is 4, Uruguay is 5, Croatia is 6, Portugal is 7, Spain is 8, Argentina is 9, Colombia is 10, Mexico is 11, and Switzerland is 12. So those are the official rankings right now. And then League, the second player SBC per day will be selected from clubs either in the Premier League, Bundesliga, La Liga, Ligue 1, and Serie A based on their final league position from the 2018-2019 season. So the league category will begin on December 13th with Simon from Nantes, who finished 12th in the Ligue 1, counting down to the 24th with a player who lifted their league's trophy in 2018 to 2019. So that's also maybe an interesting approach to it. This will probably be, in my opinion, maybe the lesser meta player, and this one will be the more meta player, potentially. In addition to 24 player SBCs between December 13th and 24th, 6 more FUTMAS SBCs will be released via objectives, giving you a potential 30 new FUTMAS players to pick up this festive season. I couldn't even say that. That, in my opinion, is a big hit. I really think this is cool. 6 players in objectives, which is awesome. And I guess I did the math wrong because we get 24 SBCs, so I guess it's 12 times 2. 20 December. Okay, that's 11. All right, so it's 12 days. Okay. Makes sense. We got the math ready. All right, I know you guys are going to give me, but we got the math good. So it'll be 24 SBCs, 2 per day, I guess 12 days, and then sounds good. So that looks good. And then also EA also dropped something crazy today, which was Team of the Year cards. We'll talk about those in a second because those are very important. I wanted to say right away, this is a really good card. So this is the weekly objective for Gammon, I think is how you pronounce it. And this guy had one of the most overpowered cards at the start of the year, and now it has a really good boost. This guy is also a medium-high player, so I think this card is really solid. I really rate this objective. If you guys have a Premier League team, for me, this is a 100% must get. I think this card is really, really good. Now, what do you have to do to get this card? You have to score 8 goals in Rivals. You have to score with League One, Bundesliga, and Premier League players in 3 separate squad battle match wins on semi-professional, which is also pretty easy. 12 goals with a minimum of 80 physical in Rivals. You have to score in Rivals. This one is going to be a little bit annoying. The hope is that maybe you play against somebody. You can do this all in one game. This one right here. Assist 5 goals with a lob through pass. So hopefully you can do that in one game with somebody. You can snipe somebody or match them, and you guys can get that done really quickly. And then this one is a little bit more tricky. Score using Ivory Coast players in 4 separate Rivals wins. That one's definitely a little bit more challenging, but I think this is doable, and I think if you guys can find the time to do this card this week, I really like this. I think this is a really good card, so I would definitely take a look at it if you do have the time. Now, what else did EA drop today, guys? They dropped some insanity, dude, and I don't even know what to say about this. If you guys look, when you load into FIFA Ultimate Team, there are 55 of the nominated players. They all got +1s, kind of like they did the UCL cards last year, and they got a beautiful card design and dynamic images. Now, I don't love the concept of it, even though it is more cards. These are all of them right here. So all of these guys got dynamics, Team of the Year nominee cards. I like some of them, but for me, I think a lot of the community today is really upset. And the reason they're upset is because EA keeps dropping cards the second they end another promo and start another promo. And what it's doing is it's never giving the market or people's teams a time to grow in value. And so when you buy a team on FIFA Ultimate Team at the moment, you're just going to lose coins, basically, because the next week we have another card that comes out. For example, we have had like 4 Sadio Manes released in 2 weeks. 5 versions of Sonaldo released in like 2 weeks. We've had a bunch of Mbappes, a bunch of Van Dijks. Messi's been crazy, right? We've had so many Messi. So people are starting to get a little fed up with EA because all they're doing is just kind of looking like they're sellouts, which I understand, right? I get that standpoint a lot. And so what they did today, guys, what they did today with these cards, as you guys can see on the market, which I'll show you, the Cristiano Ronaldo version, and you see these are on the market. They're easily obtainable. Basically, they're kind of like worse by a stat or two than their higher upgrades, and they're a little bit better than the gold. So it's confusing because people pay really premiums for these cards. As you guys can see, people are paying at the moment like 2 mil for Ronaldo. I mean, people are paying really big prices for these cards, and the upgrades are just minimal. If you look at this Ronaldo right here, and you compare it to the gold card, they're really not all that different. And I mean, if you're paying a lot, at the moment, these cards are inflated. So you are, at the moment, paying a lot more. But if you look at the difference between this and the other card, it reminds me a lot of the Champions League cards last year. This has 1 sprint speed. It doesn't even have all +1s all over the place. So I have to say, shout out to the design team at EA, because you guys have made these cards look absolutely gorgeous. These cards look beautiful. You guys have done a great job. Not a shout out to the execution team over at EA, because I don't understand the point of these cards confuse me a little bit. I like the idea of this content coming into the game. My biggest issue is this. One, every week people are just getting killed on their teams because of this so much content. So is there such a thing as over content? You guys let me know. And then secondly, for me, FUTMAS is a promo that I love the Christmas cards, and I feel like this in a way can take away from some of the Christmas cards and some of the enjoyment of those cards, of people using the cards and things like that. So I think for me, that was definitely something that I had noticed. And not only that, I mean, guys, Gold Ronaldo was a player that I sold at 122 last night, okay? 122. And take a look at his price right now. He's all the way down at 113, 114. So some people are buying back stuff now because obviously Weekend League is happening, and that will happen as Weekend League occurs. But it is really, really tough, man, because people are getting cut and burn on a lot of different cards, guys. It's not good for the market for EA to constantly do this, because they did not do lightning rounds today, but they're constantly injecting so many new cards in this game at the moment that nothing is ever really given a time to value or just kind of marinate and grow in value. Now, let's talk about these 2-player SBCs today. I think I'm going to have a player review out on Witzel tonight over on my second channel. I've been doing player reviews. We're going to have some of the reviews for the newer cards there too. We'll try the Neymar. We'll do stuff like that. We've got this guy here, which does look interesting. Now, both of these SBCs today are not terribly priced. It's not awful. This guy is 52K, and Witzel actually is 47K. So this guy is interesting because the League One left mids do lack a little bit, although they just dropped Di Maria. So, you know, the value of this, I don't know, because Di Maria was just a card really recently that came out. It's 50K. It's a third of the price of that Di Maria. He's got a 5-star weak foot. He's got 4-star skills. He's got 96 acceleration, 95 sprint speed, which is fantastic. He's also got 81 finishing. And then if you look into the agility and the balance at 98, that is fantastic in terms of a card that's going to feel good, feel really responsive. That is something that I like a lot. The only problem is you look at the reactions at 73, is that something that could limit that agility and balance. I've seen it before in cards, but it's a 40, it's a 45. It's actually more expensive than Witzel, which I find interesting because he's less linkable, and I don't know if he's as good. What I do like about the Witzel SBC, which I will show you guys, if you have a FUT Champions player, for example, I have a Red Ziak 86, you can save a good chunk of coins. So I could probably feasibly do Witzel for like 20K if I wanted to. And I think I may do it because this card does look solid. I'll have my chance to try him out tonight. Witzel's upgrade is quite minimal, as somebody pointed out to me in the stream. However, I did, when I looked into it, he has a +3 in composure. He got a massive upgrade in dribbling. So while his acceleration didn't really get touched, I think as well as his sprint speed, I did like that his dribbling got boosted a ton. I felt like that maybe that's going to make him feel a lot more responsive and a lot better. You know, we'll have to see, but that definitely was something that stood out to me. It will be interesting to see what comes out for France tomorrow. Do EA drop Mendy? Do they drop Sissoko? How does EA do that with France tomorrow? Is EA going to bring the hype with a big-time player? And then for this Witzel, guys, you need to submit a Bundesliga player, a Team of the Week or FUT Champions player, team overall 84, minimum chemistry is 70. So I like that you can use the FUT Champs player. I think that that's something that they need to consistently do through FUTMAS because a lot of us have these FUT Champs players. And I definitely think it makes you think twice now for future SBCs about maybe not submitting those cards into upgrades, right? As EA brings the SBCs, maybe you can use FUT Champs players because that would be pretty cool and pretty helpful if you could use those as a substitute instead of Team of the Week informs because sometimes the inform's a little bit much. We also got a pack SBC today, which was hidden. So if you guys didn't know, you have to scroll over to the FUTMAS tab. There's a 15K pack SBC. It's super cheap. You guys might as well do it. Something that I wanted to look into a little bit more with you guys and just kind of talk about at the moment. If you guys look into the store, this is the current pack weight on those cards. So it's 6.1% for a nominee player. Now, you do have some cards like Tagliafico and a little bit lesser of cards available. However, this does mean that those cards have some massive supply. So those Team of the Year nominee cards, if you guys have purchased them, just be careful, right? I think a lot of those guys are buying them for Weekend League, and I'm not too sure if they're going to hold their value. This is some of the highest pack weight I've seen all year. So the fact that it's 6%, to me, that's a very, very high pack weight. So I'm thinking that those cards, I'm not even personally investing in them. I'm not touching them. With that kind of pack weight that EA is giving out, I'm not advising opening packs. What I'm saying is that they are getting packed a lot. Now, some of them are definitely rarer than others, but they're in packs until December 20th, those Team of the Year cards. And if you guys want to know every single card that got upgraded, EA did tweet out the ones that were upgraded and all that kind of stuff. And then just to show you guys, we have cards at the market now like Aubameyang. I think he was like 240 earlier. He's now all the way up at like, I think 370, 380, 360, this kind of price. So people definitely went on and bought these cards and are trying them out. Even though they have minimal upgrades, as you guys can see, as I talked about earlier, the design is definitely going to hit home for a lot of people. Some people are definitely going to do this because the design looks really nice, and people are just going to cave to that, in my opinion. What I managed to do, guys, in the last hour or so, the market dropped a ton this afternoon because of this, and everybody started selling icons. I did a little bit of a risk kind of thing because yesterday, if you guys watched my video, I told you guys I made a lot of coins at rewards with the Griezmanns, the Meta Golds. They did go up yesterday, and then yesterday as well. I think we made some other set of coins last night. I don't remember on what, but I think I made some more coins somehow yesterday. I don't even know what the hell I did, but something. So I had some coins to play with today. So you know what? I had 12 mil, and I started to see some of these icons were dying. So I went on the market, guys, and I haven't traded with icons in like 2 weeks. So I didn't buy all of these for the best prices, but what I understand and my experience with trading is that when people panic sell icons on a Friday in the afternoon, it usually means you will get a rebound a little bit on Friday night because at the end of the day, when people play Weekend League, they need icons to play Weekend League. So that's what I did. I bought the Schmeichel at 230. Already sold him at 253. We bought this at 380. We sold him at 428. Stoichkov I bought at 620, just sold at 670. And this I bought at 255 and sold at 288. So it's really nice, like 15 to 30K profits on all these guys. And that's basically what I'm aiming for on all of these. So we might be coming out of here with some really nice profit when we end up selling everything. I don't know how strong that buyback is going to be tonight, but I took the risk and went for it. Something that sucks for me right now and something that sucks for you guys as well, I'm taking a lot of losses as well. And I'm going to be transparent with you guys. This is the road to glory. You guys watch this video. You guys watch my videos. You watch my market watches. You watch everything, and you know where I'm at, right? I always show you guys what am I doing. And the fact of the matter is EA they basically released the same cards of a lot of these cards. So, for example, Koulibaly, I didn't like the supply on these Team of the Group stages. I never made a video to really invest totally on them. I just kind of said when you should buy them, and they theoretically should have gone up tonight if they didn't get the same cards. But cards like Koulibaly got duplicate cards, so I got stuck with 5 to 10 of these at 90K. I'm going to have to lose like 25K a card, which really sucks because I work hard for those coins. Kane, I bought at like 150. He's 140. And for me, I advise some of you guys, if you have cards and things like that, or like outstanding losses, just stuff like that, and you want to kind of cop tonight and take that, not take the loss, but just take the quick hit, because I think people are panic buying stuff for Weekend League, and I do think stuff is going to rise tonight. I would just take it, man. If you can, sometimes a loss is good to take. You guys can see here, I bought Ter Stegen at 113. He got the same exact card. He's now down at 90. So that's a tough one. I'm going to lose like 15 to 20K a card on him. Here's the 5 other Koulibalys. We've got 2 Ramoses at 254. This guy is not even selling at 200 right now. He got the same exact card. And you know what? We've got some Carvajal's not doing well. And then, we've got more. We got Tolisos we got to take. So I got to take some losses very soon, guys. It's not going to be that much fun. Hopefully some of the icons can help offset some of the losses. I've got 6 Zanettis that I bought at 540. He's not even selling at 500. So this crash has not been too favorable to me at all, and it's been unexpected. And I think this thing that we gotta like consider, guys, from now on, just sell your cards on Thursdays and Fridays. It's not worth holding all the way into Friday. I did some looking into it today. EA have literally crashed the market like 5 Fridays in a row now. And last year it was this trend where stuff would go low on Fridays because people would panic sell before for a promo, and the promo would never have good cards. This year, EA is doing everything in their power to crash the market on Fridays. It's just a fact. So from now on, when you guys got the money available on that Thursday or whatever that day is, take the money, man, because it's just ridiculous. And it really is. And earlier, when I saw these cards, I said, oh my God, this is not good. Look how pretty these cards look. And so if you have a Team of the Group stage card that has one of these cards, you got screwed today, man, because everybody wants new cards always in foot. And even though this card is actually a little bit worse than this Ramos, it's just the fact that people want new cards. Now, today actually hit really well for any SBC requirements. Today, guys, there was 2 84 teams that came out, and no 84s went up. In my opinion, the club stock, over time, we're just going to have to wait. You know what? If you guys bought the 84s, if you bought any of the gold, stuff like that, this is stuff that we're just going to have to wait on. They're actually down. People are panic selling today because they didn't go up in the manner that people wanted them to today. I think maybe they're up like a little bit, like a sliver, some of these 84s, but they're not up at all. And what we're going to need for these 84s to go up, in my opinion, we're going to need banger cards, man. We're going to need a Sissoko. We're going to need a Mendy. We're going to need these big types of cards for EA to release them and those to come out. That is what we're going to need for all this stuff. I know a lot of you guys did this club stock with me, the 84s, the 83s. The only way this stuff is going to go up throughout FUTMAS is if EA release a really cheap looking SBC, in my eyes, and everybody goes ahead and does it. That's kind of like the only way out, in my opinion, for the FUTMAS SBCs. But I just wanted tonight's upload to show you guys that, look, EA are after everybody this year with the losing coins. And for me, I don't only make coins, and I do a lot of risky stuff. Maybe I shouldn't have bought all those icons that I just bought. Who knows, right? I don't know. I like to take risky moves. But again, look, this is a loss, right? This didn't work, and these cards were clearly oversupplied. And as we got new cards, people are moving on from them. And it's cheap, right? 40K is too cheap for this card. He sold at 50 all week, but we all take losses, man. So I'm taking a little bit of a loss here. And I just think that, there are qualifiers tomorrow, guys. So I do think some of the meta top tier stuff is going to go up tonight. I think it has to, because with qualifiers tomorrow night, I think that's something that has to happen. I think qualifiers is going to push the market up a bit tonight. But I just feel like in general, guys, that the sell-off come Sunday is going to be pretty ugly. People are going to sell a lot of teams and things like that, because the timeline is we've got this now. Prime Icons next Friday, which I think will not really panic this weekend, but more next week. After that, we're going to have, I think, Road to the Final, another batch, and then we're going to have Team of the Year. So that's the story for the next 4 Fridays of the year. So there's definitely a lot of stuff coming on to foot. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching the video tonight. That's the update on the FUTMAS promo. We'll have daily videos and daily reviews for all the new cards coming out. Hopefully you guys enjoy them, and just obviously keep me intact with your thoughts on the promo and things like that in the comments. Thanks for watching, boys. Appreciate it. See you guys soon. Peace.